Beyond Kindness is the movie I'm reviewing today. This movie is showing on 1 and 2 Films TV. We have Clinton Joshua. We also have Chioma Edak. We also have Nanada in this movie, and a number of a number of other actors as well. Beyond Kindness. A quick recap of this movie talks about two orphans who have become brothers and sisters, each other's keeper. Time goes on, the lady got into an accident, there was no money to cater for a hospital bill. The doctor saw her name and like, oh, I will offer to help. Decided to help, they became friends. Fast forward, they are now super close. Things went so smoothly, they want to date, but the other orphan, the guy, is like he's being sidelined and he feels, oh, it seems I'm no more important in her life, so let me leave her to do her thing. And then the orphan, the girl, was like, oh, you're pushing me aside. What did I do wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Do you want me? Do you want to love me? So that whole situation was bringing misunderstandings. The lady, the orphan girl, is confused what to do, to date the doctor or date the orphan who they claim their brother and sister. So that's what this movie is about. I think that's how best I can put it for you if you want to watch it. Now, what I like about this movie, I like how it ended, basically. I like the twist on how it ended. I like that they were actually brother and sister, or they made it look like they had to be a brother and sister, no string attached. That's beyond kindness, and I think I like that. The title has to do with Nana die and then Chioma. I think I like that a lot. So I like the way it ended, basically. And then I also, another thing I like is the the acting between Nana and then Clinton. Both of them knew that there was kind of feeling. I mean, it's just like the way two ladies, they know when both of them are in love with a man, or both of them know that, yeah, you have feelings for this guy. It's the same way two men also can sense that you love this lady, you don't tell her, or you kind of have strange feeling, either love or affection, or there's love that you have for her. It's the same way. So I like the way they were acting as enemies, fighting over her, trying to protect her. I like the back and forth between the two gentlemen. That was something that I was really, really, really enjoying. I wanted them to go physical anyway. That was how I was enjoying it, but they didn't go to that extent. So basically, I enjoy their acting. In general, the acting was okay. Everybody brought their A game on at a point, and not above standard, but not below standard as well. It was just an okay performance for me, and I think I don't have anything negative or bad to say about their acting. It was just okay, and for this movie, I think I enjoyed what they did, or what the actors did in this movie. I think that was okay for me. And then, lastly, what I also want to say that I like about the movie was the progression of how she was healing, how it didn't jump, how she healed, how she went back to the house, and how she her life started moving to the positive side. She's got work, a place, car, like everything progressed. It didn't jump. I liked how they didn't. It took. I just like the way it was a progression. They didn't just jump from, oh, you got to work and then you have sometimes you got work and then you have apartment, like everything just quick. I didn't like. I didn't see that they did that, so I think I like why they did it in this way. So I like that a lot, and I think that's what I like about this movie. Location, when it comes to China, I don't want to talk about location because they always use the same location for their movies. Yeah, they always use the same location for their house, hospital. Yeah, it's the same place. So location wise, it doesn't really make any difference for me when I'm watching Uchina Bunabo's movies. So I don't like talking about location. Sometimes it may go well with the story, go well with the movie. Sometimes it doesn't, but this one is an okay one. So I don't want to talk about location. Costume wise as well, it was an okay one. Now, what I don't like about this movie, in general, yeah, in general, the movie was kind of boring for me. My opinion. I have to say it again. It was kind of boring. It was laid back. Um, at a point, I was expecting more action from Clinton, because when he got to realize that they were actually not brother and sister, because he was feeling that they were brother and sister. That's why he wanted to date her. And also, you want to date somebody because she has the same name with your ex. It doesn't make sense. That was the primary reason why he wanted to date her before love came into the picture, or before he kind of like realized, oh, I actually do like her, because instantly it was a name that attracted. It's like, oh, you have the same name as my ex. He hasn't moved on from the ex, so he was holding on to that. He was feeling, oh, if I couldn't get my ex, then that means this person has come in form of my ex. And that is not even love, if I would say so. So like I said, generally the movie was kind of boring, from acting, from the accident, I don't even understand why Nana was begging for money on the street. You dress so nicely and you are begging for money. Who is going to give you? It doesn't make sense. Everybody will be like, hey, go and work, or hey, you are pretending that you need money. That whole scene of him going to the street to beg, it did not make sense. He was working. Why didn't he ask his people that he was working with to, contribute money and he paid them back? Sometimes let's be. Anyway, so all of that did not make sense for me. The movie, and then the sister was overacting at a point. She was doing like, yeah, without me, the relationship will not go on. That's how I felt about her role, the lady who played Clinton Joshua in this movie. Obviously she's protecting the sister, I know, but she was overdoing it. Which Clinton was also like, you're overdoing it. In terms of acting, I'm not talking about the direction that she was taking the acting to, like gra gra gra. You could feel that it was as if this is her chance to prove that she can act. That's how I was feeling. I was feeling. That's how I was feeling from her character. Yeah, it was way overboard for me. I wasn't really. I wasn't really, really into her character like that. So pretty much that's it. This movie, I don't know how this movie just make me feel. On and off, on. I don't know. It just make me. I don't feel anything for this movie. Yeah, I wanted to enjoy it, but I wasn't really, really enjoying it. So rating this movie, I'm going to give it 3/10. Yeah, it's an okay. This rating is how I feel about the movie. It's not bad, it's not good either. I don't know what to feel about the movie. Will I recommend it? I'm not too sure if I'll recommend it to my people, or recommend to someone I want to watch. Someone wants to watch Nollywood. I'll definitely not recommend this movie for the person. Yeah. So, but I mean, if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How did the movie make you feel? Like I said, the movie didn't make me feel anything. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel bad. It was just an off feeling watching this movie. It's like, the movie is on. You're doing other thing. Once you watch, once you not watch. That's how I felt about this movie. There was no connection whatsoever watching this movie. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Again, I'll see you all in my next movie review.